Yes! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. PUBG's like cancer. Keep it down. Oh, sorry, bro. I'm just like wrecking some Chinese dudes in Wuhan right now on PUBG. Dude, can't you get some headphones for that? What the hell? I don't want to hear your sniper kill in like PUBG. Are you kidding me, man? All like wireless headphones have hella lag when gaming. How can I game like if I can't hear anything? Dude, not all headphones have such bad lag when playing video games. Just go like watch this video I'm about to send you about them. What? Dude, who's this like Mitchell guy? He has a porn star mustache and his hair looks fucking ridiculous. Today we have a battle of two Qualcomm 3020 chipset headphones. Both of these come in at right under the $50 mark. These are right at $50, although Mpow does make a couple other models of these with the exact same features at a lower price, which you might want to check out. And these are right around $25 to $30. So both of these are pretty budget oriented. One of the benefits of the Qualcomm 3020 chipset is going to be latency. So we're just going to go right off the top with features and go into latency. And I'll have latency tests for PUBG for both of these headphones right now. As you guys could see, latency on these was pretty comparable. I didn't notice that big of a difference when playing PUBG, and I think that both of these make a decent alternative to wired headphones for casual gaming. Because of the Qualcomm 3020 chipset, both of them offer CVC 8.0, but as you guys are going to hear in a minute...
Okay, here we are standing on a busy street. Got lots of motorbikes and cars going by. I would say that this is a moderate noise level, a little bit of background wind, and overall, how do I sound? This is the Mpow M5. Okay guys, right now, I'm out here on a busy street with the haylou GT1 Plus. Got motorbikes whizzing by. I would say a moderate amount of background noise, a little bit of wind noise, and let me know how I sound.
It seems pretty clear that the Mpows have a better microphone, or at least in most of the testing I've had and in my personal experience, along with the test that you guys saw, the Mpows have a better like overall mic experience, and it's definitely more reliable in usage. Now, both of these headphones are going to feature a true and seamless mono mode. Both of them are going to feature between 3.5 to 5 hours of playback time with the APtx audio codec, depending on volume. Now, the place where both of these headphones are going to start to differ more in regards to features is going to be the case. Now, the case for the Mpows has these charging lights. It's slightly larger, it has a fake leather finish, and all total with the case, you're looking at right around 30 hours. With the haylou GT1 Plus, the case of this is the same as the regular haylou GT1, and you're quoted at around 20 hours of battery life with the case for these headphones. So slight battery edge for features goes to the Mpow. It's also worth noting that the Mpow M5 are IPX7 waterproof, so you could theoretically dump these in water. I have showered with them a few times, but I'm not going to show you the shower clip right now. If we're going to go now, if we have to compare these headphones for features, I'm going to give both of these headphones a 4 out of 5. In some areas, being the indicator lights, the Mpow has indicator lights on the case, but the haylou GT1 offers touch controls. Even though I don't like them, it's still a feature. So in this case, for features, this is going to be a tie. Next category that we have to go to is build quality and materials. Now, build quality and materials is one place where these headphones just are kind of miles apart. The haylou GT1s feature like this matte plastic that has a fair amount of like flex and squeak in it when handling the case. The headphones themselves are made of the same material. There's absolutely no differentiation in the material choice for the touch area. So They use one build and it's shaped like a pill, so you never know when you're touching it. On top of that, the way the headphones fit in the case, they kind of smack on top of the pins, and I haven't had like much in the way of issues with the pins on these getting bent out of shape yet, but I have had other people comment on videos saying that there are some issues. When we compare that to the Mpow have a metal deck lid at the top of the case. The hinge on the back of the case is made of metal, and there's a complete metal band that runs the outside of it. The headphones themselves, while they are larger, the inside of the headphone offers a glossy plastic, whereas the outside of it features a matte plastic, and they never end up looking that dirty, which is kind of nice. The material for the button is a glossier plastic, so it's easier to find, and the pins on the inside of this, you actually have 4 sets of pins for each headphone, and the way these headphones kind of slide into place, there's no bending or any kind of torquing action on the pins. And it's just really clear kind of from a material and build standpoint that these are just a big step up when it comes to material choice than these. Although these are like cheap, these aren't the shittiest feeling headphones I have. That would be the Redmi AirDots. So I have to give these a 2 and these a 3. Now yesterday I had a pretty considerable listening session with both of these headphones, and I have to say that I was really impressed by the Mpow when listening to them back to back with the haylou GT1s. I'll try to cut in what some of my impressions were listening to them right now. Track 1, which is Good Times Roll. It's a Grizz song. It's got a lot of bass. It's got a lot of sub bass. Listening to the haylou GT1 Plus versus the Mpow sound like a bigger source of sound, and I'm getting a much bigger sound stage. One of the things that really sticks out to me when listening to Microphone Fiend by Eric B. and Rakim with the Mpows is that I have a ton of mid-tone definition and clarity. Yeah, there's a pretty big difference in sound quality between the haylou GT1 Plus and the Mpow M5s, and a lot of it has to do with the mid-tones and the clarity that I'm getting out of it. Let me listen to some rock and roll music and get a better feel for this. Okay, so right now, Steely Dan. We have some instruments, shaker, and some other instruments that are a little bit less pronounced in sound, but I'm still able to get that kind of detail with them. And honestly, guys, from the sound aspect of this, I really feel like the sound of the Mpow M5s is something that I kind of didn't really appreciate so much, because these things sound really good. And as I kind of commented on yesterday, the mids of the haylou GT1s when compared to the Mpow seem much more recessed. When using the Mpow M5s, I get this really kind of powerful warmth on top of this mid-tone that's really pushed forward, and I get way more clarity than I was honestly expecting to get from these headphones. Like, the clarity of these things is phenomenal, especially in the mids. And I have to say that this is an area where the Mpows are just clearly better than the haylous. The haylous are not unimpressive, because I think that for a small pair of headphones, these are okay, but they just really lack the versatility and the playfulness that I'm getting out of the Mpow. And I have to give the Mpow an 4 out of 5, and I have to give the haylou a 3 out of 5. The reality is that if you are only listening to popular music with both of these, I think you're gonna like the bass of the Mpows more, but that's not to say that the haylous sound bad. I just think that they sound like tangibly better, but these don't sound bad. I would still say get these though. Now, as we come down to the design and the user experience, there's 2 areas where these headphones kind of really go head to head, one having certain advantages that the other one doesn't. The Mpows are bigger headphones, and I don't necessarily like that. They have button controls, which I like, but I would have liked to have seen a smaller headphone with a button control. I think that would have been a better compromise. I find that the size of these is just a lot more than I want being held in my ear by a simple silicone ear tip. On the other hand, the haylou GT1 Plus, if we're talking about just in-ear fit, I much prefer that, but there's no dedicated area for touch control, and so the touch control experience on these is just kind of meh. The other thing that I want to bring up is that in regards to the design of the cases and the design of the headphones, it's not like these pair of headphones have a huge battery to justify their size. And looking at them side by side, the Mpow case is literally double the size, and it's the same exact shape as the haylou, but you're not getting double the battery life, and you're not really getting double the features. That said, the experience of using the haylou GT1, the size is nice. I would have liked to have USB-C and indicator lights on my case, and I would have liked a case that doesn't feel like garbage. That said, they do fit a lot into this small footprint. So at the end of the day, this comparison, they come down to a lot closer really than the numbers say. Giving the design and user experience score of the Mpows a 7 out of 10 because I think they do a pretty good job of giving you a decent user experience with a decent overall design. The full controls, including volume control on the headphones, are nice. The haylou GT1 Plus lack volume control. The buttons are nice and clicky and tactile, which provide good feedback. At the same time, I don't find the design of the case that special. It's literally twice the size of the haylou GT1, and you don't get twice the battery life. On top of that, the earbuds themselves are kind of large, and to have these headphones stuck in your ear only with kind of the friction of the ear tip is something that I don't like. And I feel like using these in the gym, these aren't going to be that great. On the other hand, the haylou GT1's design, they have touch controls, but because of the shape of the earbud, you never know when you're going to be activating it. They are smaller without sacrificing any of the overall battery life when we compare them, but they sound smaller, and there's just a smaller overall sound stage, and the case just feels a little bit cheaper. I think at the end of the day, the 7 out of 10 for the Mpow M5s is a little bit more reflective at the consistency of use in regards to always knowing when you have a case fully charged and having the button controls that also give you volume control. Those, in my opinion, kind of just give it a couple notches ahead of the haylou GT1 in regards to the overall user experience. That said, I don't think I would spend my $50 on these when there's tons of other headphones on the market for $50 that are going to be better. Mpow makes a M7, which has really similar features, for $30. And if you guys would like me to review those or compare them to the haylou GT1 Plus or the Tron Smart Spunky Beats, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to buy either of these, I will have links in the description. And until next time, it's Mitchell. Stay safe during this quarantine and chill. Peace.